Hey guys, so recently I made a video on Forza Horizon 4 and how it's a very chill game and I really enjoy playing it. Like I said in that video, I'm obviously aware that Horizon 5 exists and has done for a while, and that Horizon 4 is obviously not the newest game in the franchise or the series, but I have not played Horizon 5 yet. I'm still doing Horizon 4. I still have a bunch of stuff to do. I still have 2 DLCs of stuff to do. I still have drift zones I need to start learning because I'm really struggling. I still have Eliminator stuff. And I started the Eliminator stuff a couple of days ago. And I was curious, I think is the word I would use. Now, you've seen by the title of the video, so you know that this video is focusing on Forza Horizon 4's Eliminator mode. Now, I don't know when the Eliminator mode was added to the game, if it was with the base game or if it was added in an update, but obviously because I'm playing after the game has been finished being supported, I don't know. So as far as I'm concerned, it's base game. So the Eliminator is very interesting because in a sense, not even in a sense really, it is a battle royale in a car game. And I that sounds really bizarre. Because, you know, we all know that battle royales now are evidently a mainstay of the gaming genre. You know, they still exist. They're still very popular. We started with Fortnite, and then a bunch of games followed suit. So, you know, Fortnite, Apex Legends, Warzone from Call of Duty. There are a couple of indie ones that I don't know of. What else? Hyperscape. And Hyperscape is the one I want to highlight in particular because a lot of games / game developers saw how well Fortnite did, saw how well Apex Legends did, and thought, do you know what, the best way to sell our game or to increase sales of our game or to make our next game is to go full battle royale, you know, go full BR. And Hyperscape's the one I want to point out because in that list that I just mentioned briefly, Fortnite was very successful and still is successful as far as I'm concerned. The game is still very much populated and is very much making money. Apex Legends, same, still very much populated, still very much making money. Warzone, very much populated, very much making money. Hyperscape, dead, gone, like abandoned, gone. And Hyperscape didn't work because, and I think majorly because, it joined the fad of battle royales far too late. You know, Fortnite and Apex had already established dominance in that market, I guess. Warzone kind of exists alongside them. But Hyperscape released, and what did it last, a year? That was it. And now it's gone. So when I found out that the Eliminator was basically a battle royale in a car game, you can imagine my reaction. I was very confused. But I must say, it's done pretty well. And well done to Forza because they, you know, I assume it was base game or was added, but they never made it the main focus of this game. This game at its core, is still a Horizon game with its racing, its open world objectives such as jumps, drift zones, speed traps, speed zones. You've still got your massive races at the end of every category of racing, you know, street, road, cross country, rally. You still have your showcase events, so it was still very, very much a Forza Horizon video game, and it didn't sacrifice on any of those core values of the franchise. And the game has other, you know, party modes, I guess you'd call them, like adventure modes and playground games, stuff that is like different to just racing, and that's good as well. I haven't played those yet, but you know, the option is there to do something that is more than just race to finish line and win, which is good. And obviously we still have the free roam, which I really enjoy doing a lot because it's just nice to drive around with the music, so that's still there. So Forza never made the Eliminator the priority, and I think that was a good decision, because it's a very much populated mode still. It is PvP. It's not like races where you can put it on PvE and have like an easier time. It is very much PvP. So it is definitely still alive, because I've had quite a few games, and it's done quite well. Most of it I like. So how it works is everyone starts in a level 1 car, and you get to pick where you spawn on the map. It can spawn literally anywhere. That's the Eliminator's version of you dropping in. So you pick on the map where you want to spawn. You get 10 seconds to pick. You just press A somewhere. That's where you'll spawn. You don't know where the zone's going to be yet. You spawn in, and then you can look on the map, and you'll have a pink line showing you the fastest way to the zone. And obviously you need to get in zone. And then how it works is, it's a battle royale, so there must be a way to get rid of other players, right? But obviously this is a car game, so there's not going to be guns or looting, except there is. And it's done in a very good way. So how it works is, there are car drops, and you collect these car drops, and the cars are different levels. So the idea is, you want higher leveled cars because those are technically better. Car drops, unfortunately, aren't marked on your map. You see them and identify them by purple flares. Drive underneath them, press X, you get put into an animation, you get a better car. The other way to get a better car involves racing other people. Now, to get rid of other players in the Eliminator, you drive up to them, you honk your horn, and it activates a head-to-head race between you and that player. It'll mark a waypoint, and whoever gets there first stays in. Whoever gets there last is booted. And then you have a choice. You can either take the car of the person you beat, or you can upgrade your car by 1 level and you'll get a different car that's a level above yours. So in some cases, you'll beat someone, you'll be like a level 2 car, and they'll be level 5. So it makes more sense to take their car, because you jump up 3 levels instead of upgrading yours 1 level. But in other cases, you'll be a level 5 car that beats a level 1 car, and it makes more sense to upgrade your car 1 level than go back down 4 levels. But obviously, the choice is yours. And how it works then, as the game goes on and people get eliminated, you'll get to final circle. There will be no more head-to-head races between the last 4 to 5 people. They'll be disabled, and then there'll be 1 final waypoint marked, and whoever gets there first wins. Other than that, that's how the Eliminator works at a base level, and I am fine with it, except for one thing that really irritates me, and another thing that irritates me, but it's not a part of the game. So the first thing that irritates me that is part of the game is when you activate a head-to-head race. You activate the head-to-head race, it activates, and what annoys me is you can still drive around and you could be really unlucky, and by the time the waypoint activates, you'll be going the wrong way, and the other person will have guessed correctly, and they'll be ahead of you. So that can happen a lot, where it is just a matter of luck, of guessing which way you need to go. So whoever guesses correctly kind of gets an advantage, and unless they crash or something, then the chances of you catching up to them is very, very small. So that can often land you an early elimination, or, you know, an instant elimination, basically, because sometimes you can see how far ahead of them you are, or how far ahead they are of you, rather, and you just, there's no point. Like, you're just not gonna, maybe you're not gonna beat them, especially if they're like a faster car than you. So that can be really, really frustrating. And the other thing that's kind of frustrating about it is the achievements. Now, most of the achievements are reasonable. You know, play 25 and 50 games of the Eliminator, win 25 head-to-head races, collect 100 car drops, and there are a couple of more specific ones, like collect 5 car drops in one game and win 5 head-to-heads in one game. And then there are some really unreasonable ones, such as win a game of the Eliminator in a level 1 car. Obviously there's win a game, which is kind of reasonable because you'd expect to win at least one. And then there's other ones like beat a car in a head-to-head race that is 5 levels above you, which is very hard to do, and beat a car that is 5 levels below you, which is also equally hard to do, because you need a level 5 car, well 6 because they need to be 5 below you, and you need to find a level 1 car, and most people will have already upgraded. These achievements and how specific they are quite irritating to get, and I still haven't managed to get all of them yet. But that's not really a game issue, that's more the, you know, Forza making those the achievements and being like, yeah, those are reasonable, and like, some of them aren't. Some of them are really inconvenient and alter how you need to play the Eliminator completely. Like, make it to the final showdown in a level 1 car I've done. And then I almost won, actually, but because the person I was trying to beat was in obviously like a level 6 car, they beat me by like the skin of my teeth. So it was really frustrating that because I wanted that other achievement, I was basically stuck with a level 1 car the entire game. And obviously, you know, it was really inconvenient because I had to avoid everyone, because obviously if I race anyone, I either go up a level or I take their car. So I'd have to get really lucky then and find someone who still has the level 1 car and race them and take their car to go back down. So you see what I mean? It really alters how you want to play, and not in a good way. But for the most part, it's a very interesting mode. It's not the type of battle royale you're gonna play loads and loads and loads of. It, you know, it's good fun, but I can see it getting a little, you know, boring after a while, because obviously it is very, very similar every time. You know, it picks someone to spawn, race, repeat, and because the rest of the game is also racing, you might get a bit fed up, or it might just not be your thing, and that's fine. But I think it's done quite well. Like, I was quite surprised, like, to hear the sentence, "This car game has a battle royale," is just really bizarre. You'd never think that a car game of all places would be the place you'd find a battle royale mod, and yet Forza Horizon 4 somehow pulls it off with the Eliminator, and in a good way as well. So other than my 2 gripes, which I know aren't going to change, and I will eventually get those achievements because I'm very stubborn, but other than those 2 gripes, honestly, it's a very good battle royale. Like, it's very unique. It's a nice change of pace from the stereotypical, you know, actual battle royale with guns and stuff. It's just a very cool twist on that genre that I've never seen before, never heard of being done before ever. Like, if there are other games that have done this type of battle royale with cars, I'd be very interested to see them. But I've never heard of this being done before. I think it's quite cool. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say. Obviously, I've already done a video on Horizon 4 anyway, so I'm going to leave this one here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be doing some more videos soon, as I mentioned in the previous video, Cyberpunk, and some other stuff as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Please subscribe if you like this type of content. I upload every 2 weeks, and I will see you all in the next one. Stay safe, guys, and much love.